First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Sylvester. And incomplete to open things up.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. To the air, Williams.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Throwing is Williams.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On play action, here's Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For the Bears, it's 6-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go, set.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Ready.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Williams. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive. Sylvester firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. Sylvester. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's complete. Roma Dunze. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
To throw, Williams.
They shakes him off. Flush to his right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Moore, the motion man right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Let's go. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ready up. Go.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Sylvester.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carrot.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, set. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Complete. It's Johnson. He's into space past the 15 as he will take this one up to the 19-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on 3rd down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead, because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Nick Bonito in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Back to throw now on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Looking to throw. Williams able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Williams. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 108 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.